Okay, Peter Horne is going to be starting at fly half for Scotland in place of Finn Russell against France. It's not a major tactical change really. Yes, he's more of an inside centre, but he has played fly half for Scotland before. The Scots are going to approach the game in exactly the same way. I think every single player in that back line has bought into Gregor Townsend's philosophy, and a lot of the forwards like quick ball anyway. There's a lot of good ball carriers in the Scottish forward pack that have got good hands, good skills. Yes, they are a lot lighter than the French scrum as a whole, but there's some very mobile, quick-thinking forwards in the Scottish pack. They are going to go after that French defence. That French defence that was a sieve against England, most disorganised in the wide channels. The French defence in the wide channels was really, really bad. And then you have to look at the French kicking game. With Horne at fly half, he has got a good boot on him. Greg Laidlaw is a good goal kicker and is another kicking option. And then you've got to look at the back line of Scotland. A lot of them like running the ball, but at the same time, you give the ball to Maitland, he can kick it. Blair Kinghorn can kick, but he's more of a running fullback. But if you mix up the play with kicking and running, I'm not sure that this French defence is going to cope. They really struggled against England. And it doesn't matter if England were kicking ahead or running the ball, those wide channels in defence for the French were really struggling. There's a reason why they were 30-odd points to 8 down at half-time. And I think Scotland can do exactly the same to this French side. It could be a cricket score at half-time. And I think Peter Horne at fly half, he plays a different style of fly half to Finn Russell in some aspects, but he still plays the game on an edge, where he does try those high-risk passes. I don't think the French have enough to really test Scotland. I really don't. I honestly think Scotland have too much for this French side. They all understand the philosophy that Gregor Townsend has put down. The one weakness I think the Scots have is when the game slows a little bit with their attack. They get a little bit impatient, but I don't think this French side are going to be able to stop the Scottish attack. I really don't, because I can see the French illegally slowing the ball down to give themselves a break in defence and give themselves a break while the referee gives a penalty and talks to them. And I think that can suit Scotland with the pace that they attack, the pace they hit the ball, the pace and the quick thinking they have. It doesn't always work, I'll admit that, and it is improving as each game goes by. That Scottish attack is improving. And as time goes on with the philosophy and it becomes better oiled, it is working. And I just think that this is going to be a real confidence boost for Scotland as well, playing this French side, because they can really work on their set plays. They can work on their unstructured, unset plays, their unstructured attack, which has been it's full of flair. It's something that French rugby was 20 years ago, what Scottish rugby is now. And it doesn't always work for Scotland, but I think it's going to be a very exciting Scottish performance at the weekend. I really think this French side is ripe, absolutely ripe for a hounding of, again, 40-plus points against. They have the worst defence in the Six Nations. Even the Italians have a more watertight defence than this French side. They are so open on the wide channels because of the backline selection that they put in place. And I think Scotland have a much better kicking game. And the kicking game's got to be on the ball, but I think they have a much more competent set of kickers from ball in hand, and they have a much more competent, structured kicking game because there is a plan behind it. It's not just an unstructured kicking game. There is a lot of planning behind going deep into the corners and chipping over the head and everything like that. And they also have a very good running game as well. So Peter Horne is I think this could be a confidence boost for Peter Horne going forward, because he is a good second option to have at fly half, and he's a steady pair of hands as well. But there we go. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Place your thoughts below. And Peter Horne starting at fly half. You've got the young boy Hastings as well, so let's not forget about him. He's shown that he's a very flair, unstructured fly half, and that could be what this game needs as well as coming off the bench. So there's a lot of options now for Scotland in the 10 jersey that wasn't there 10 years ago. So it's really nice to see a lot of these Scottish fly halves putting their hand up to say, look, coach, select me. If this fly half goes down, I want to play. So it's all good to see. Thank you very much for watching. I'll have some more videos for you soon.